Bam! What is up, everybody? Welcome to Devonius's Domain Toy Review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the first wave of BANDAI Godzi Burst figures, I believe that's how you say it. And this is pretty cool. I wasn't really feeling the Godzi Burst figures at first. I was kind of like, I don't know, it's just like another line of, kaiju guys. But this line has kind of intrigued me so far. And this is the first of, I think, many possible future Godzi Burst reviews I will be doing. Because I wanted to take a look at this one specifically. This is the first one I reached out and bought, and taking a look at it, I really like the packaging. I think the packaging is very, pleasing looking. It's got this great backdrop up here with the little kaiju that we've got. I also like that there's a nice assortment of, kind of smaller characters in here. And so we've got the 2004 Final Wars Kamacuras, the 1992 Mothra Larvae, and then Shockiras, which is like a giant sea louse from Return of Godzilla. Turn it around here. Again, just some aesthetically pleasing packaging going on. Got some stuff you can see there. Anybody that can translate that would be awesome if you want to know what they're saying. Let's get these out of the packaging and see what we got going on here. Alright, so getting them out of the packaging here. The packaging actually, the card back came off quite easily from the bubble, which was great. Taking a look at the first guy here, we got Shockiras. Pretty cool. Just kind of like a standard, green plastic mold. Nothing, too crazy, but I do like the texture here. That is very prominent on the figure. I really like that. I think they did a good job with that. And it's a good size for, such a little guy, too, because if you've seen Return of Godzilla, the Shockiras is very small, human-sized, which is probably the main reason why we don't see a whole lot of these giant sea louse guys made into figure form, because he's not really like a kaiju, but a very interesting little creature design. I remember seeing Return of Godzilla for the first time and thinking, wow, I've never seen this guy. It's kind of unfortunate there's not a whole lot of merch made, so it was cool that they included this little guy in this 3-pack. Then next up we got the Kamacuras, and this is a cool design. Really like this, the kind of green with the golden eyes. This is obviously based more on the Final Wars design. I think it's got some good size to it for the most part for being so small. And it kind of reminds me of the Godzilla collection older Kamacuras that's kind of more green and obviously much bigger than this, running it at 8 inches. I like this guy. I also believe this is my first Kamacuras in my collection of any kind. So welcome to the collection, little buddy. Then we have got the Mothra Larva. This is really, really cool. I really like the design and sculpt on this little dude. One thing I really liked about this specific design is that it has the web coming out of the mouth, which I think is really, really cool. You can't take it out from what I can tell, but that's cool because I don't think I would anyway. I like that they did paint the eyes, and also like the opening mouth mandible area has got the more dark brown. I think that's really cool. I think for the most part what you're getting some pretty cool stuff here. I'm impressed with these. I mean, I didn't know if I was going to get them at first, but obviously I went for them, and this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. I like these guys. Got some kind of cool figures for my collection that I don't have really in any form. I just recently got a Mothra Larva from the Godzilla collection from way back when, and that was really cool. And I don't have any Shockiras figures, so that's obviously cool. It's a rarity among Godzilla kaiju. That was awesome that they included him here, or it here. And then the Kamacuras is very cool. Classic. Awesome kaiju. Glad to have all these guys, honestly. Not a whole lot in the way of articulation or paint, but you know what? I think that's kind of what this line is going with. It's not really going to be super detailed, super well painted, super articulated or anything like that. This is just a little line, possibly for kids, collectors to kind of just enjoy having some of your favorite kaiju in a low cost way. And I think that's really cool. It's a good alternative to movie monsters, series figures, or Gashapon and stuff like that. I mean, this cost me $10. For $10 having all 3 of these guys, yeah, that's totally worth it to me. Again, you're not getting a whole lot, but what you are getting is pretty cool for the price. And I would definitely recommend this for anybody who likes Godzilla and wants to get some of their favorite kaiju, but doesn't want to break the bank or spend the money that movie monster series figures often ask for, which, the price is only getting more expensive. So this is a great alternative to that, I think. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the review. Like, comment, subscribe. Which one of these guys is your favorite of the selection? Let me know. And Devonius